A young man lost his mother to cancer when he was just 17 years old. He swore to avenge her and make as many mothers as possible suffer, so their children would feel the same pain he did. He ended up killing over 250 documented cases and 200 undocumented ones. The most shocking part. He was a doctor. Watch the video until the end to be astonished by this story. A young man named Shipman was only 17 when his mother was diagnosed with cancer. However, the doctor treating her prescribed only palliative care and painkillers, not cancer treatments. Despite taking the painkillers, she suffered greatly in front of him, which deeply affected his psyche. After she passed away right before his eyes, his overwhelming love for her drove him to vow that he would make every child feel the same pain he did after losing his mother. Shipman enrolled in medical school and graduated in 1970. He was appointed as a general practitioner in a small clinic. He abused his authority as a doctor, taking painkillers like morphine from patients and not administering proper medications. He took pleasure in hearing patients suffer without the painkillers and enjoyed watching their children in distress. Eventually, his actions were discovered, and he was fired from the clinic. Later, he applied for a general practitioner position at another medical center. He got married and had 4 children. During this period, he forgot about his revenge. However, when he rose through the ranks and became the chief physician at the medical center, his urge for vengeance resurfaced. Shipman exploited his position as a general practitioner, whose job was to diagnose patients and refer them to specialists. He carefully selected his victims, focusing on those suffering from the same disease as his mother, cancer. He would administer a lethal overdose of morphine, causing rapid heart palpitations and death within minutes. He felt a twisted sense of satisfaction when informing the patient's children of their deaths. He then wrote medical reports stating that the cause of death was heart failure. Additionally, he would write a will for the patients using a typewriter he had previously purchased, which he kept in his office at the clinic. The will included a request for the patient's body to be cremated immediately after death without being touched by anyone. After the patient's death, he would have them fingerprint the will, then give it to the patient's lawyer, claiming the patient had given it to him before death and asked him to deliver it afterward. The killer doctor continued this practice until his documented victims reached 250, with another 200 undocumented, totaling 450 cases, most of whom were women. Among them were 60 children, as the doctor believed that the human race should be eradicated by killing healthy children. If a child came to the center with a cough or a minor treatable condition, he would inject them with morphine, causing instant death, and then write in his report that the cause of death was dehydration or pneumonia. The doctor made his final mistake when he injected a female patient with an overdose of morphine, causing her immediate death. However, the mistake he made was that he wrote in the will that the woman requested her body to be cremated without being touched, and that she was donating all her assets, amounting to $250,000, to the doctor. But the woman's daughter, Angela, who was a lawyer, rejected the will and suspected something was wrong, because the cause of death in the report was old age, which was unreasonable. Additionally, Angela's father, the woman's husband, had died 20 years earlier in the same center and had left a similar will, with the medical report stating that he died of old age as well. Angela requested an autopsy, and the results showed that the woman had died from a morphine overdose. She filed a complaint against the doctor, but there was no clear evidence. The police searched his office at the medical center and found a large quantity of morphine, as well as the typewriter he used to write the patient's wills. He was arrested and initially denied everything but eventually confessed to all the murders, stating that he did it all to avenge his mother. He confessed to killing 250 women, including 60 children, but denied killing the other 200 victims. He was imprisoned, and in 2004, while opening his cell door, they found he had committed suicide. Next to him was a note he had written, apologizing to his wife and saying, "Today, I will go to my beloved mother." With that, I conclude today's video about the most dangerous serial killer in history. If you enjoyed the video, please help it reach 100 likes, and let's get the channel to 100 subscribers. See you in the next video. Goodbye.